Did you always want to be an actor? Was that dream always there?
Always. I wanted to be a cardiologist very briefly.
Okay.
You know, because my father had a heart attack when I was about 8.5, 9 years old. And thankfully he's, he recovered and he's absolutely fine, touch wood. But so at that time, I saw how important the cardiologist was in our lives. So I thought I wanted to be a cardiologist, but that was a passing fancy. But it was Madhuri Dixit who did it for me. I saw her in Ek Do Teen and I was like, oh my God, I want to be junior Madhuri Dixit. My sister had a brown silk skirt, which she never wore. So I would tie that around my head, twist it like Madhuri in that song. I would spend hours in front of the mirror dancing to Ek Do Teen, because we also had a mirror from floor to ceiling. So I was besotted like the rest of the country, and that's where the bug really got me.
Madhuri Dixit truly is magical. So from there, like, you wanted to be an actor. How did you go about your dream? How did you work towards it?
Did
you train?
No, I'm not a trained actor. I remember, I started after Madhuri, I started observing performances, and I remember watching Julie Lakshmi. I remember watching Shabana Azmi. Julie Lakshmi in some Tamil film that was showing on Doordarshan, because they used to show those Sunday evening films and Sunday afternoon films. And I watched that and I was like, wow, she's so good. And so I started, I think, watching a lot more, or rather I started watching with the intent of learning how to act. And after my 10th standard exams, one of my sister's friends told me that, there's a workshop at Prithvi Theatre. It's a 2-month production-oriented drama workshop. Would you want to do it? And I was like, wow, I want to do it. And then I started doing that. And I, of course, thought by the end of it that, I was Shabana Azmi. Because I thought कि अरे अब तो मैंने 2 महीने का थिएटर भी कर लिया है और शबाना आज़मी का घर पृथ्वी के एकदम सामने है, तो now I thought those great talent vibes are coming towards me. No, but that's how, one thing led to the other, and then I got into Xavier's, and at Xavier's I did my first television serial, which never saw the light of day because it was for a channel that just bombed. It was a TV show called La Bellas. I started with Raman Kumar and Nityananda. That serial didn't take off, but all of us were then sent to Ekta Kapoor for a daily soap. She was starting. I auditioned and she gave me Paanch instead. Yeah. Then, one thing led to the other, and that's how it happened.
Very interesting. So, your first meeting with Ekta when you were cast for Paanch, and as you said, she was also just starting off. Both of you sort of parallelly were starting off. And the experience of Paanch, what did that teach you? Because that was a very popular show.
Yeah, Paanch was already on air. I replaced one of the actors.
Yeah.
But, I remember a few weeks before this happened, we were all watching Paanch together. And my mother told me, if you really want to be an actor, you should do a show like this. Because to her, it was like a family entertainer. It was a decent show, good actors. And it was just fun. And then within a few weeks, I got Paanch. I remember when I first met Ekta, she told me any other girl in your place would have been jumping if I told her that she was going to be part of the most successful show on television currently. She said, why do you not have a reaction? And I remember I'm, so precocious of me, but I turned to her and I said, that's because I take everything with a pinch of salt. But it was wonderful. I remember getting along very well with Bhairavi, who played Kajal Bhai, and Vandana, who played Meenakshi, and Shoma Auntie. It was just, I was learning. I think I was very awkward. I was not well groomed. I was like an awkward teenager. I was all of, I think, 16 and a half, maybe 17. I don't know. When I started doing Paanch, so I remember, even today when I watch it, I'm like, oh, no. But Paanch was my beginning and I'll always cherish that.